The ultimate Pokémon test begins right now. Only true masters can identify these creatures hiding in the shadows. Exactly 10 seconds are given to guess the mysterious silhouette. The ultimate challenge starts in 3, 2, 1. Aerodactyl. This ancient terror ruled the prehistoric skies and was resurrected from old amber. Spot on. Time to see if you can guess this next one. It is waiting in the shadows. It was Abra. This psychic sleeper rests 18 hours a day but can still use teleport while sleeping. Lucky it did not vanish before the answer was revealed. Well done. Try to figure out this one now. Alakazam. With an IQ of 5,000, its brain never stops growing, which makes its head incredibly heavy. It looks like your intelligence is sharp enough to get this one right. Here comes another one. That is right, Apom. This agile creature uses its powerful tail to swing from branches and even pluck fruit. That cheeky smile fools no one, huh? Will you get the next one right? Get ready. Arbok. The terrifying pattern on its belly can paralyze foes with fear, and it can regenerate completely as long as the head remains intact. But the answer was nailed perfectly. Pay attention to the next challenge. Yes, it was Ampharos. The light from its tail can be seen from space and has been used as a beacon for lost sailors since ancient times. Moving on to the next one, do not blink. Ariados! This bug weaves a single thread from its rear to its nest so it never gets lost. Anyone afraid of spiders just jumped out of their chair with this one. Watch closely to see who appears next. Correct, Arcanine. A true legend of the Pokémon world, known for its majestic beauty and the ability to run over 6,200 miles in a single day. Get ready. Azumarill. The bubble-like pattern on its stomach helps camouflage it in water, and its long ears act as perfect underwater sensors. Round, friendly, and easy to remember. Exactly, Articuno. The legendary bird of ice that appears to doomed explorers lost in snowy mountains, leaving sparkling ice crystals in its wake. Can you figure out who is next? Beedrill. This bug has 3 poisonous stingers, one on each arm and one on its tail, and it is known to attack in furious swarms. A sharp answer. Time to see which creature is next. Beedrill. This bug has 3 poisonous stingers, one on each arm and one on its tail, and it is known to attack in furious swarms. A sharp answer. Time to see which creature is next. Bellsprout. Despite its thin, flexible body that bends to avoid attacks, it can spit highly corrosive acid to capture prey. An excellent guess. Prepare for the next one. That is right, Blossom. When these beautiful creatures dance together, their petals rub and make a pleasant, soothing ringing sound. Of the next challenge awaits. Blissey. Anyone who takes a bite of the egg it carries will smile with joy, as it is filled with pure happiness and compassion. A truly wonderful guess. Attention to the screen for the next one. Yes, it was Blastoise. The pressurized water jets from the massive cannons on its shell can punch through solid steel. A powerful and accurate answer. Moving on to the next one. Butterfree. Its delicate wings are covered in highly toxic dust that falls off continuously as it flutters about to collect sweet honey. Spot on. Watch closely to see who appears next. Correct, Bulbasaur. This iconic partner carries a plant seed on its back from birth, which grows larger as it peacefully absorbs sunlight. Get ready, here comes one more. Celebi, the mythical guardian of the forest that travels across time, leaving flourishing, beautiful plant life wherever it visits. A magical answer. Time to guess this next one right here. Exactly, Caterpie. It releases a terrible stench from its red antenna to repel enemies while it endlessly devours leaves to grow. Flawless. Who is the next one to appear? Charizard? Its fiery breath is so hot it can melt boulders, and it flies across the sky in search of powerful opponents. A blazing and correct answer. Time to see which creature is next. It was Chansey. This kind-hearted creature shares its highly nutritious eggs with injured people and Pokémon to help them heal. A caring and perfect guess. Let the next challenge begin. Charmeleon. With a tough nature, it constantly seeks out battles, and the flame on its tail burns a bluish white when it is excited. Well done. Prepare for the next one. That is right, Charmander. The flame on the tip of its tail indicates its health and emotions, wavering when it is happy and blazing when it is angry. A classic choice. The next challenge awaits. Chinchou. It uses the two glowing antennas on its back to lure prey into the dark depths of the ocean. An electrifying guess. Attention to the screen for the next one. Yes, it was Chikorita. The leaf on its head produces a sweet, calming aroma that creates a cozy and peaceful atmosphere around it. Spot on. Moving on to the next one. Clefairy. Said to have come from the moon, this rare creature dances under the moonlight, storing magical energy in its wings. A stellar answer. Watch closely to see who appears next. Correct, Clefable. With a cute hearing that can pick up a pin dropping half a mile away, it prefers quiet, secluded mountain areas. An excellent guess. Get ready, here comes one more. Cloyster. Its shell is incredibly hard, so hard that it cannot be shattered even by a bomb, and it attacks by firing sharp spikes. A rock-solid answer. Time to guess this next one right here. Exactly, Cleffa. Because it has a silhouette resembling a star, people believe it arrived on a meteor, often appearing when the night sky is filled with shooting stars. Flawless. Who is the next one to appear? Crobat. This incredibly silent flyer possesses 4 wings, allowing it to fly tirelessly through the deep night without making a single sound. A perfect guess. The next challenge awaits on the screen. Corsola. The beautiful branches on its head glitter in 7 colors, continuously growing and shedding to provide shelter for smaller sea creatures. Splendid answer. Observe the screen for the next creature. Cubone. This lonely creature wears the skull of its mother as a helmet, and its mournful cries echo sadly through the empty mountains. Correct. Prepare yourselves for the upcoming difficult challenge. Croconaw. Once it bites down with its powerful jaws and sharp fangs, it will absolutely never let go until the prey is completely defeated. Focus carefully to identify the next shadow. Delibird. This generous bird carries food all day long in its tail, frequently sharing meals with weary travelers lost in cold, snowy mountain ranges. Time to guess the next mysterious silhouette. Cyndaquil, a timid creature that easily gets scared, igniting the hot flames on its back to protect itself when facing sudden danger or surprises. Look closely at the screen right now. Diglett? This tiny underground dweller constantly burrows through the earth, leaving the soil perfectly tilled and ready for farmers to plant their new crops. The next creature is ready to appear. Dugong. Covered in a beautiful snow-white coat, it swims gracefully through freezing icy waters, hunting for food during the coldest hours of the night. Watch the screen closely for the next. Dodrio, a strange bird equipped with 3 heads that never sleep at the same time, constantly keeping a watchful eye for any approaching enemies. Identify the next shadow on the screen. Ditto. This fascinating creature can instantly rearrange its cellular structure to transform into a perfect replica of absolutely anything it sees in its environment. The next challenge will be shown shortly. Donphin. This incredibly strong creature curls its tough body into a spinning wheel, violently charging forward to destroy large boulders standing in its path. Prepare yourselves for the next. Doduo, a 2-headed bird that compensates for its inability to fly by running across wide-open grassy plains at incredibly high speeds without resting. Observe the screen carefully now. Dragonite. This kind-hearted marine giant flies faster than the speed of sound, frequently saving stranded sailors from sinking ships during terribly violent ocean storms. The next challenge awaits you. Dragonair. This mystical serpent stores massive amounts of energy inside its crystalline orbs, allowing it to easily manipulate weather conditions in the surrounding area. Keep your eyes wide open. Drowsy. It uses psychic powers to gently put its targets to sleep, immediately eating their pleasant dreams and leaving them with absolutely no memories. Time to guess the next. Dratini. Constantly growing longer, this extremely rare mythical serpent peacefully sheds its old skin repeatedly as it hides safely behind powerful, rushing waterfall currents. Identify the following mysterious shadow. Dunsparce. When discovered, this timid creature rapidly uses its small tail to dig backward into the dirt, quickly escaping deep into complex underground mazes. Look closely at the screen. Dugtrio, a powerful team of 3 that wildly digs through the earth, successfully triggering massive earthquakes while moving at completely unseen and astonishing speeds. Who is the next one? Icons. Moving silently through tall grass, this slithering predator completely dislocates its flexible jaw to swallow massive prey whole without chewing even a little. Watch closely for the next. EV. Boasting highly unstable genetic makeup, this incredibly adorable creature adapts perfectly to harsh environments by mutating into numerous entirely different and powerful forms. Get ready for another challenge. Electrode. This volatile spherical creature explodes at the slightest shock, often causing massive blackouts by consuming huge amounts of electricity from major power plants. Get ready for the next challenge. Electabuzz. Half of all major city blackouts are caused by this creature eating electricity, and its body constantly leaks terrifyingly powerful high-voltage currents. Watch the screen closely right now. Entei, a majestic legendary beast born from an erupting volcano, sending massive blazing fireballs into the sky whenever it fiercely roars across the land. Identify the next shadow on screen. Elekid. Swinging its arms round and round generates vital electrical energy, but it easily tires out if it cannot immediately discharge the gathered power. The next creature is approaching fast. Exegcute. These 6 telepathically linked eggs communicate silently using unique brainwaves, rapidly spinning around to viciously attack any predators threatening their unified cluster. Prepare yourselves for the upcoming one. Espeon. Using the fine hair covering its sleek body, this incredibly loyal companion flawlessly predicts sudden weather changes and exactly anticipates enemy battle movements. Time to guess the next silhouette. Farfetch'd. This incredibly rare bird fiercely defends the single green leek stalk it carries, expertly wielding the vegetable like a razor-sharp sword during combat. Look closely at the screen now. Exeggutor. Known as the walking tropical jungle, each of its extremely noisy heads thinks completely independently, constantly loudly chattering and arguing with each other. Who is the next one appearing? Feraligatr. This massive aquatic predator terrifies opponents by opening its huge jaws, fiercely tearing its prey apart while violently shaking its heavy armored head. Watch carefully for the next challenge. Fearow. Shooting high into the beautiful blue sky, it continuously flies all day without ever needing to land, patiently hunting small insects from above. Get ready for another exciting creature. Flareon. This incredibly fluffy creature stores intense thermal energy inside its body, breathing out scorching fire that easily reaches 3,000 degrees during intense battles. Observe the screen for the next. Flaffy. Its highly specialized rubbery skin completely protects it from being electrocuted, while it stores massive amounts of dangerous high-voltage energy in its wool. Get ready for the next challenge. Furret. This exceptionally long creature moves with surprising speed, effortlessly squirming through incredibly narrow underground tunnels to safely escape from terrifyingly large and dangerous predators. Identify the next mysterious shadow now. Fortress. Hidden safely inside a completely impenetrable steel shell, it rapidly shoots heavy pieces of solid armor at any opponent that dares to approach closely. The next creature is approaching fast. Gengar. This terrifying phantom hides perfectly in dark shadows, maliciously stealing heat from its surroundings and leaving victims suddenly shivering in the freezing cold night. Prepare yourselves for the upcoming one. Ghastly. Made almost entirely of poisonous gas, this ghostly entity can easily slip through solid walls, quietly overwhelming heavily armored opponents of absolutely any size. Time to guess the next silhouette. Girafarig. Its strange tail contains a tiny independent brain that never sleeps, constantly watching the rear and violently biting anyone attempting to sneak up behind. Look closely at the screen now. Geodude. Frequently mistaken for an ordinary rock, this incredibly sturdy creature climbs rugged mountain trails using its heavily muscled arms to effortlessly hoist itself upward. Who is the next one appearing? Gloom. This foul creature emits a terribly pungent odor from its drool, creating a revolting stench that can instantly cause anyone nearby to faint completely. Watch carefully for the next challenge. Gligar. Silently gliding through the dark night sky, it swoops down unexpectedly to clamp tightly onto opponents before instantly injecting them with a potent poison. Get ready for another exciting creature. Goldeen. This elegant water dancer swims gracefully through strong river currents, violently striking any sudden attackers with the sharp horn resting upon its head. Prepare yourselves for the next. Golbat. Silently flying through the darkest nights, this terrifying predator aggressively bites unsuspecting victims with its sharp fangs to rapidly drain their vital energy. Observe the screen carefully now. Golem. Encased entirely inside an incredibly hard, rocky shell, it wildly rolls down steep mountain paths, violently crushing massive obstacles directly in its way. The next challenge awaits you. Golduck. This incredibly fast swimmer easily outpaces Olympic champions, constantly unleashing terrifying telekinetic energy from the brightly glowing red jewel resting upon its forehead. Keep your eyes wide open. Graveler. This reckless creature slowly climbs steep rocky mountains simply to rapidly roll back down, violently smashing apart massive boulders, completely blocking its path. Time to guess the next. Granbull. Despite having a terrifyingly fierce face and massive heavy fangs, the surprisingly timid creature gets scared very easily and frequently runs away, frightened. Identify the following mysterious shadow. Growlithe. This extremely loyal creature fearlessly protects its beloved trainer, aggressively barking and violently biting absolutely anyone who dares to approach with bad intentions. Look closely at the screen. Grimer. Born from extremely toxic sludge, this foul creature slowly creeps through dirty city alleyways, constantly leaving horribly foul smells wherever it painfully slides. Who is the next one? Haunter. Hiding silently inside complete darkness, this dangerous spectral trickster maliciously licks unsuspecting victims to slowly steal away their vital energy without them knowing. Watch closely for the next. Gyarados. This incredibly violent sea monster effortlessly destroys entire massive coastal cities, mercilessly unleashing devastating hyper beams whenever its terrible rage becomes completely uncontrollable. The ultimate challenge is now complete. Viewers are encouraged to drop their final scores in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more.